everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome to my channel again. Today I have a little bit of a different type of video. Somebody recently asked me to do an art journaling flip through, and I thought that was a great idea. Kind of show you where I started and where my journey in art journaling started. And the first book that I had is this one. This is a Moleskine journal. It's a mixed media journal. I never finished filling it up because as soon as it gets really thick, it's hard to do the last pages, and I found other journals that I loved as well. So none of my journals are really actually full, but most of them have a lot of pages. So now some of the journals don't have covers. Funny enough, the journals that have covers don't have any pages in them done, but the ones that have the pages done don't have covers. And this page, well, sometimes, oh, this is a Strathmore, sorry, this is no Moleskine, this is a Strathmore Mixed Media art journal. You can use it for many different things, and the first page is not done, but this is actually one of my first pages that I did. All my pages have videos with them, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember if this one does, but all the other ones do. And I remember creating this one. I really loved how art journaling and the journey that it took me. And like the first one was about courage and actually like trusting in my abilities to do art, and really helped. And this is one of my first pages that I ever did. And just flipping through it, this is one of my favorite pages that I ever did. This was using the Finnabair stamps, or no, yeah, and Prima stamps, the circle ones and the butterfly. I think this is Finnabair. I don't know. You know what? I don't remember what I did, but I know I have videos on some of these. And just go check my channel for different videos on these because I can't remember. They were so long ago, a few years ago at least. This one, Life's Journey, I'm using here a chipboard. This is like a clock chipboard. And just basically, what I liked about this journal is that it really lay flat. I mean, you can't remove the pages, but it really laid flat, and it was quite big. So it was nice that I could get a nice spread all around. I think I used some old book pages here and some see-through things I journaled all around here. I would be curious to read what I actually wrote, where my journey took me. And I used to put, going back, I used to put like the dates on my journals. And, oh, there it is, March 31st, 2015. I don't do that anymore, but this one at least I did. So I know when it is. I should write down behind every one so that way I know. This is one of my favorite ones. I have to say I love this one. This was done with 7 Dot Studios papers designed by Finnabair, and the background was, you should see the texture. It's really cool. I do not remember what texture I did with this, but I remember creating this. I love this one. And the trees chipboard. And here, April 2nd, 2015. So this is kind of a 2015 journal. This one is one of my favorites as well. You know, you kind of forget what kind of things you created. Also for 7 Dot Studio, I journaled all the way up here, and I remember making lines everywhere. And this was done, I think, with Prima Marketing Color Bloom sprays. This was actually posted. It was actually published in a magazine in the Somerset Studio, not Somerset Studio, sorry, Art Journaling, I think, or one of the Stampington magazines. I can't remember which one. So I was really proud. That was my first publication with them, and I was really proud of that. And it was chosen randomly, so it was really good. Here's another one, and this one was created with that glass bead gel from Golden. I love that gel. I should use it. You see, it kind of reminds me of things that I haven't done, and I created my own embellishments. This was done, created my own embellishments. So I think there's a video on this one as well. I actually can't remember what has videos and has not. This one created with, I think, alcohol inks, but I could be wrong. I never know. And this is a bait, let it go and let it grow. Like, I mean, it was all about, you know, growing as an artist and growing as in journaling. So I really love this one. Wow, okay, I'm like going back and I'm not even sure what I did. This one I love as well. So I love combining colors, adding a lot of texture, as you always know. This one was done, it has some Oh, I like this. Like you can actually not see, maybe not see it in the video, but it has some crackle on it. It made some really nice texture in the background. This one is a layered one, full of possibilities. Really love this one as well. This one is also done with 7 Dot Studios products. So I love this. This one for sure has a video. This is done with gelatos. And also, if I'm not mistaken, either Tim Holtz paper or Stamperia rice paper. You have to go look and see which ones. Because you have to look back on my videos. I can't link all of them. YouTube doesn't let you link more than 5 videos. And this one is another one, Peace on Earth. This was, I think, a troubling time. Like, I wonder if there's a date here. I should really put dates on them. There's a lot of texture in this, and the background is like a map. But one of the things, I think I use this specific title or sentiment because there was something going on at the time. And I'm guessing 2015. I mean, I just don't know the date. So that's not going back through it. And maybe I should start putting dates on my other ones so I remember. I must have skipped a paper here. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes that happens. And then I did this one, Create. This is a very thick one. Also has a video. And I was trying to do some central piece here. And I really like this one. This one has a video as well, and it's very like textured and everything. So that's good. So what happens is that it stops being flat once you have a lot of them done. So it's kind of difficult to create when it's not completely flat. So nowadays I create in my Joggles art journals, which is something I discovered just this January, but this was 2015, and this is just playing. I mean, this is not art journaling, but just playing. And you see I have a lot of empty pages here. And I don't finish my art journals, so that's okay. I mean, I could do a journal cover with it as well. But I really like that. It's a really nice journal, and it makes me feel good about how I did it. And looking back, I really love all of them. So I'm really happy that I'm looking back onto them. I'm going to bring another journal. So I'm going to divide this video, and I'm going to have another video coming up in a couple days with all my Joggles journals, which are the newest ones. But right now I want to show you this. And so this is part of this is Dylusions journal. Okay, this is a really, really good journal. But because it got so thick, I've actually had to cut it off. So what happened is that, let me just see where it happened. So I'm going to go through this. So what I had to do is that I actually had, it was like this, okay? And I actually had to remove part of it. And I was going to make a cover for this one. I just haven't done it yet. Only because it got so thick that it looked like an accordion. And I could not get it closed, and it would not flatten out. So I want to show you so how to do this. You can just cut it up with a little X-Acto knife and then just make a new cover. And I think I should do covers because it doesn't look good when it doesn't have the real cover on it. But in the meantime, I just want to show it to you. So this is another journal. This is a much smaller journal. This is a 5x8 Dylusions journal. And again, it starts being really flat and it works great when it's flat, but as soon as like it starts becoming an accordion, that's where I find it difficult to work with. So I like the Joggles journals because you can actually remove the pages, and I will show you that. It come in a couple days for the other video so you can see it. This one is using chipboard, and I use sprays. These are the Prima Color Bloom sprays. Let's see the next page. Oh, so this one is really cool. This one was done also with Dylusion stamps, but one of the cool techniques with this one is that I use a salt technique and salt resist technique, and it created really cool backgrounds. I'm not sure what mediums. I might have used brushes here, but I don't remember. So best thing to do is actually look back at my videos, and you'll see all these like really cool textures. That was done with salt, and it looks amazing. So again, this is really nice, and I could have journaled around here, but I didn't. This was on a more like a positive love life kind of note, so the colors are also brighter, so I really like this as well. And this is the other side. I actually tried the salt technique, and I've never worked with this page, but it has amazing texture that I could actually work with. I just haven't worked with it yet, but again, it's pretty flat, and it has like, it's pretty contained over here. This is one of my favorite pages. This is done with the rust paste, and there's definitely a video on this. And you'll see that there's actually 2 pages of these because I did this on a live show when I used to do Artist Live. It was a show that I started up, a new stream, and this was one of the pages that I did. I did the salt technique behind this as well, which was used from a different video, and then I used the rust paste, and I even used here some of the Prima foiling technique. So that's really cool. This is one of my favorite ones, and you'll see soon that there's another one, and there it is. So be yourself, be strong, and I love the combination of the blue patina colors and the rust base. That's one of my favorite combinations, and I even used gold. And this is before there was waxes. So the Prima waxes, the Finnabair waxes came after this. So I used actual paint to create the same effect with that. So I used the gold paint for this one. Okay, now this is me experimenting. As you can see, not everything has a word. Okay, now this is one. Oh, it's sticking out. Oh no, it's very stuck. So to avoid what's happening to me now, okay, there is a special product that I will list below in the description area, as it's called Dorland Wax. And what it does is that it makes it that this will work. I mean, it makes it not stick, the pages not stick to each other. Now this is one of the most emotional pages I've ever done, and it's one of my favorites as well. And if you go to the video of this one, you will see why. There is a lot of technique here, and one of the main things here was I was in a really, really bad state in my life, and when I created this, I was just like basically really, I was in a bad spot, and this helped me heal. This was one of the most emotional ones, and I know that it helped a lot of people. So go back if you want to see this, because one it helped a lot of people. It says I set my fears on fire, and it's almost like the 2 elephants are shooting fire out of their like trunks. So the techniques are great, but the emotional part of this and how art journaling can heal you, it's way different as well. Now these are cute. These are actually, there's no videos on these. There's a few of these where I was on an airplane. I think I was flying to Creativation at the time, a couple of years ago. And the funny thing is that I only did some backgrounds, and while I was on the plane, I started doodling and creating my own faces. Now, I didn't do a good job or anything like that in terms of like the how the face looks like, but I just really had fun doodling and just letting my emotions and my thoughts and everything flow, my creativity flow. So that's basically what this one is. This was another one I created on an airplane. So I took a bunch of markers and started playing with them and a little bit of a stamp. If you use the Faber-Castell markers, the big pens, what are they called? The ones that are like really thick, you could stamp with them as well. Another one that I created during an airplane, different times of these. This one as well. So they're kind of more like Dylusions looking. I mean, they're not 3D because I had limited supplies, but that's okay. And this is just me playing with whatever was left over on different papers. It's not really a finished art journal page, but it's still nice to be playing with it. Same with this one. I guess I had a lot of number stencils to do. Another favorite one of mine, this one was using the Donna Downey poppy stencils. And you can see this video on my YouTube channel as well. Let's see. This is another video that you can see on my YouTube channel. So I was in a red face, a lot of redness. I find that I create depending on my mood. So red sometimes is needed for me to feel better. I love always working with the blues and greens, but the reds really help me release those really negative emotions. So that's what I loved about this. And another one, this is a really cool one that you can see online. This was also done on a live show, and I did stamping into modeling paste. So it's really, really nice. And this one is already using the waxes and the rust paste, so you can go look, and it has that kind of a wire in the middle. And there might be another one of this one coming up as well. Maybe it's in the other journal, because I had to make 2. One I would make before the show and one I would make after the show. So this is really nice. Here is another one, and you see how my journal I have to move because it's becoming really thick. So again, a lot of texture in this one, a lot of texture. And a lot of texture in this one as well, and a lighter tone of this, more like silverish and red. I can't remember what I did in this one, to tell you the truth, but it looks really cool when I'm looking at it, so I really love it. And here's the second one that I did. This is the one I did live on the show, an artist live, and it's the same one as the other one that I showed you before. So I don't know, I just love that my style kind of changes according to my moods, and that's basically why I love art journaling. And if you want to see another video on art journaling, there's one about why I love art journaling. You can go look it up, and that's like a really good one. Now, like here, I kind of messed it all up because this is where I cut the journal. And this is another video that I did, and this is it's called Hidden Words, and I actually stuck a lot of sticker words underneath and put some, I don't know, you have to go look at the video. I put some paste in it and then scrape it off only in certain places, and I actually revealed words that were important to me. It was almost like a treasure hunt, but at the same time it revealed things, that messages for me. So words revealed is what I call this one, and I really like the idea of doing that. This one, okay, I love this one. I loved creating this one. I don't know how I came up with this. It looks like burnt stuff, but really, really cool. I used alcohol inks for this one, and I think it's smooth, so I must have put some kind of waxy gel or something on it. I'm not really sure, but it's one of my favorites as well. To tell you the truth, everything is one of my favorites. Looking back, I haven't looked at this in such a long time that it's really cool to just look back and see what I did. Oh, and this is, so I must have done this other one that you saw before on the show, because this is the same one, the same techniques. So you can go see this video as well, because you can see how I created the page. Now then I also have this one, and it's kind of like a wintry one. It was really quick. I was just playing around with some modeling paste, I think, and I had some die cuts from some snowflakes. So I thought, you know what, this was really a quick one, really, really fast, and I didn't even think about it too much. This one is a very spring-like, so I must have gone from winter and then I went to spring, and I created these using Altenew stamps, and I stamped them and then cut them out and used them for the background. So first I did like a regular background with my sprays, and then I added the flowers. I love the combination of the turquoise with the orange and the yellow. Let's see what else. Okay, so this is where I'm playing with things. And there, I'm done. So I do have a lot of pages. So the nice thing about the Dylusions art journal, the space is great. You do need to kind of protect the center so things don't get through it. But it's just really nice to have a small space to work with. The paper is great quality, and I'll link those below so you can really see what I did. So I really hope you liked all my art journaling pages. If you want to see the videos for most of these, just go to my YouTube channel. You'll see how I created them. And these are for these 3 books. Those are the ones you will see all these videos, but you have to go further back, 2015, 2016, and 2017 as well, a little bit. So thank you so much. And just continue creating. You should really continue creating and experimenting. This is what art journaling is all about. Learning how to use the products, pouring your emotions into the products and into the pages. And that's what art journaling is all about. And if you want to know like more reasons why I art journal, then just click at the end of this video. I'm going to link it to that video, why I art journal. And I'm also going to link another art journaling page, maybe one of these ones, so you can go and look how I created it. Thank you so much, and have an amazing day. And really important, please subscribe and like my videos, comment on my videos. I'll answer any questions, and share. The more you share, the more videos I can create, because the more you share, the more people subscribe, the larger following more people can be reached. So thank you so much for all your ongoing support. Thank you so much, and life is full of possibilities to continue creating. Bye.